What is up, YouTube? Juice is back here with another video, and today we are going to be making a Street Fighter 6 tier list for the characters. Now, I know I'm going to make a lot of people angry about that, alright? But that's okay. You know, this is just opinion based, so if you don't agree with it, that's fine. We can talk about it down in the comment section, or you can join the Discord, and we can talk about it there. That link is going to be down in the description of this video, and also my Twitter is as well, so make sure you follow there, as I'm going to be posting a lot more on there. I'm going to be trying to be a little more active on there and post so you guys can see what I talk about, see what I post about, and you guys can be involved as well. And also, before we get right into this video, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, show you guys support, because that's what's going to help my channel grow. You guys know the goal is 500 subscribers, so we only can make that happen if you guys are supporting the channel. So keep on supporting the channel. We just hit 100, so I thank you so much, guys, for that. I really appreciate it. We did that really quickly, so let's get that 500 just as quick. All right, let's hop right into the video. Alright guys, so let's get started. First off, we're gonna start with the low tier, because I already know if I talk about the S tier characters, you guys are gonna see who I put in S tier, and then you're just gonna immediately leave. So why would I start off with the S tier? So we're gonna start off with D tier. D tier, we have Lily, and I'm pretty sure everybody will agree with me that Lily is definitely the worst character in Street Fighter 6. Pretty much she's just really bland. She doesn't really have a lot of creativity. She's really dependent on her win buff, so it's just kind of like it's not really making her a solid character. She really has to get the win buffs in order to be any type of threat, and if she doesn't, then she's really not that great. So definitely everyone will agree that Lily is definitely the worst character in Street Fighter 6. I haven't even really seen anybody play her, and if somebody even plays her, they pretty much get beat. So I've never really seen anyone even do good with Lily. So yeah, there's really no point in playing Lily. Hopefully they give her a buff, you know, within like maybe another month or two when they do the next update, so that she's actually worth playing, because there's just no point in playing her at all. It's really not. All right, so next up we're gonna start with the C tier. Kicking C tier off with Ryu. From what I've seen, Ryu is not really a solid character. He's cool. He has basically pretty much some of the same moves that Ken has, but they're just not as effective. Definitely he has great potential. He has the Denjin charge, which that kind of gives his projectile, it gives him better damage on his projectile, and it makes it faster as well. And then when he does his level 3, he pretty much can get a combo out of that if you do it correctly. So he has some solid moves or whatever, but to me he just moves a little slower to my likings. I don't really care for slower paced characters. And also he just doesn't have like high damage potential in his combos. It's more so just like slight punishes here and there. He's more of a punish type of character, and I like more aggressive type characters. So he just doesn't fit my play style, which is why I put him in the C tier, as well as Blanca. Blanca is in C tier for me as well. Just doesn't fit my play style. Plus I don't really like charge based characters. So like when you have to do charge attacks, I don't really like doing those. It's cool. Some characters I do play that has those, so it's fine. But for me, Blanca just doesn't fit my playstyle. Again, I prefer more aggressive type characters where I can kind of rush down, do a lot of pressure, really get you out of your blocking, or try to make you open up your block. So those are the type of characters that I play. All right, so next up we have B tier. So now I'm not a big fan of grapplers, but the grapplers this time around are really great. I just wouldn't play them, but I've definitely gotten beaten really bad by some grapplers. And so who I have in B tier grappler is Zangief. He's not bad at all. He's really great. But I've kind of learned how to counter Zangief, so it was kind of easy for me to beat anyone that's been playing him so far that I've played. They pretty much do the same thing, and I've kind of learned how to counter it. So, but Zangief is really solid though. He's a really solid grappler. If the person knows what they're doing, they can really beat you in like a couple of grabs, honestly. But Zangief is really great. Same thing with Marissa. Marissa's in B tier for me as well. She's really great if you know what you're doing, but I've pretty much beaten a lot of Marissas right now because they're pretty much the same. They do the same thing. I kind of learned those counters to them. There's some characters I haven't learned their counters to yet, so I would get really beat bad. But Marissa and Zangief, I've learned how to counter them. E Honda, he's in B as well. I haven't really played any E Hondas, but I've seen how to counter him, so it would be pretty easy for me to beat him if I do play against one. They pretty much try to get the headbutt, and if you just parry it or you hit him right before he goes up, you can counter him every time. His flurry punches are really good as long as you're in the middle of a combo. So it's kind of like some of these characters I'm starting to learn their weaknesses and how to counter them, so they're becoming more easier for me to fight if they're not really like a top tier kind of person with them. So it's easier for me to beat some of these characters now, and learn their combos and learn their weaknesses, what their strengths are as well. I have Chun-Li in B tier as well. I haven't played really against any good Chun-Li's, so it's kind of hard for me to really rank her higher if she is a higher tier, because everyone that I've seen that played her would be like of a top player, but I haven't played against any personally, so can't really rank her high, but I'm pretty sure she is really good. If she is really good, then I would eventually end up changing that if I go against one that actually is really good with her. Alright, so next up we have the A tier, and in the A tier we have Luke. Starting off with Luke. Luke is definitely really good. He's very solid. He has great combos. All of his moves are pretty much really good. It's just I wouldn't say that there's something that he's lacking, but I would just say I wouldn't call him overpowered, because there are characters that I have in S tier that I would pretty much consider overpowered. Luke is not overpowered. Luke is definitely really balanced. He's a really solid character, and I honestly like playing as Luke. And I'm gonna learn some more Luke so I can be a lot more solid with Luke. But I do like Luke. I'm getting a lot better with him as I play him. But he's not my main, just so you guys know. He's not my main, but I'm getting better. Now Ken, I started off in the closed beta playing Ken, and I pretty much mained Ken, but when the game came out, I haven't really played as much Ken, but I've seen so many good Kens and so many solid Kens, and I've actually lost to a lot of solid Kens. And yeah, Ken is really great. I kind of wish that they made Ryu on the same level as Ken, so that it'll make them like a little more balanced, or make both of them kind of a competition to play against, because right now I see a lot more people play Ken than I do Ryu, and they made Ken so much more solid than they did Ryu. So it's just like, why would you play Ryu if Ken is a lot more solid? Even though they're pretty much the same, but there's just a lot more things about Ken that's better than Ryu. Jamie is really solid as well. I've actually been playing Jamie a lot more lately. He's in my A tier as well. I've been trying to learn how to use him correctly, where I get my charges off, I get my buffs off, and then be able to just like rush down and apply a lot of pressure to my opponent, because after a while it seems like his attacks get faster, and it opens up more routes for him to use different attacks together. So Jamie is really solid. I love Jamie. I'm definitely going to play a lot more of him as well. I have Guile in A. Now, I said I don't like charge characters, but I did start playing around with Guile, and he's really good. I just need to really learn how to use those charge attacks correctly, because I can't really get them off consistently. I only can get them off maybe 1 or 2 times, and then I start messing it up. So, but if I learn how to do that, Guile will be definitely the charge character that I learn to play, because his combo potential, I've seen some really insane combos with him. Like, I think I've seen someone do 34 hit. I think it was Desk. I don't know if you guys watch Desk, but Desk, he did like a 34 hit with Guile, and yeah, it was insane. I was like, I can't do that. I have to learn how to use charge characters correctly first. I have Dawson in A as well. I actually just recently started seeing Dawson gameplay, and yeah, he's really great. He's really great. I wouldn't play him again. I like really aggressive players. So as you guys can see, you probably will know now who all is in my S tier, because this is at the end of my A tier. And in my S tier, we have Manon, we have Kimberly, we have Jury, JP, DJ, and Cammy. Those are all my S tiers. And out of this list, I literally played 4 of these characters actually in this list. So yeah, the S tier, it is biased. The S tier is biased, but it is fair though. If you guys do agree, this S tier is definitely fair. These characters are definitely insane, and I would consider them almost overpowered pretty much. I mean, Manon, she literally, after she gets all 5 of her buffs, her throws are doing literally like 50% HP. So it's just like, I mean, that's very overpowered. Definitely very overpowered. The only weakness that she has is her getting in. Literally, her closing the gap is only her weakness. And if she gets in, it's over with. You're definitely not winning unless you learn, like, well, I've learned how to counter one of her throws, but she still has those long kicks and those sliding kicks and her upward kick. So it's like a lot of things that she still has that she can do that's not grapple moves, and make you like kind of play a certain way, and then she goes in for all the grabs. So yeah, Manon is definitely very overpowered. Kimberly, she's extremely fast, and if you really know how to combo with her, I've gotten destroyed very quickly against a Kimberly at the start of the game, mind you. Like when the game first came out, someone was playing Kimberly and I got destroyed. I couldn't get a hit in at all. They were like just up and down, just boom, 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 back and forth, and it was crazy. So yeah, Kimberly is definitely overpowered. Jury, I main Jury. Well, I main Cammy now, but I was maining Jury for a good minute, and Jury is definitely very, very solid. I mean, literally, I don't even know what Jury's weakness is, honestly, because I haven't played against anyone who's used Jury like in a bad way. Every time I've seen someone play Jury, it was actually really good with her. So, and her level 2 makes all of her attacks have no stun like at all, so it's just automatic. They just come out back to back, so you can just do like so many insane hits, so many insane combos back to back with her level 2, and it lasts for a good minute. So like you can just go ahead and just rampage of combos and things. So yeah, Jury is very solid. JP, we all know JP is solid. Everyone knew JP was solid before he even came out. We just saw literally like the very little gameplay of JP, and everybody was like, yeah, JP is gonna be solid, definitely. And he is. He's I would say the only weakness that he has, I would say he's not great in up close combat, but he can still keep you away. He still can kind of create that distance for you to stay away. So yeah, JP is very solid, and his level 3 can literally combo into his level 3 from a lot of things. So it's just like JP is very, very solid. DJ, same thing. DJ, I don't even know what DJ's weakness is either. His dash is it's so hard to read, and he has like pretty much 2. He has like his first back dash, and then he has like his drive rush dash. So it's like he has 2 dashes, which Kimberly has the same thing. And then DJ has a lot of combo potential. I've seen so many people do so many different combos with DJ, and I was like, wow, I need to learn him. But again, it's a charge character, so I haven't really learned too much of DJ, but I'm gonna learn. Once I learn those charge attacks, I'm definitely gonna start playing DJ a lot more. And then finally, my main Cammy, her only weakness is the fact that her damage output is very little, but she applies so much pressure, and she's so easy to like open the opponent up that you really don't even, the damage output doesn't even matter at that point. You're applying so much pressure that the person has to open up at some point, and when they do, you can get off a really long combo, or I mean, you can kind of just keep playing the same pressure game, and you're just gonna end up winning that way. That's literally how I do it. I just play a lot of pressure on the opponent, and then that opens up their block, and then I can just rush in and do whatever I want to do at that point. So yeah, Cammy is very great, and she can literally dash through projectiles. So if anyone is even trying to zone you or try to keep you back, you can just dash in. And she has her cross up with the hooligan combination, so I mean literally you can like just continue cross ups on them and mix ups and things like that. You can do an overhead at one point, grab at the next point, low at the next point, do her cannon spite at the next point. It's like there's so much that she can do. It makes her really solid, and again, her only weakness is her damage output. It's like non-existent, but the pressure opens up the person so that you can get a lot more damage. So yeah, she's very solid, and that's the reason why I made Cammy, and then Jury's my second main. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Here's my tier list from S to D tier. If you guys like this video, again, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Let me know if you guys agree with this, what you guys tier list, who do you guys main, what you guys main, who do you play. If your main is on this list and they're in D tier, which is Lily, I'm sorry, but we all know Lily is not good at all. But that's it guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I appreciate the support. Again, thank you. Juice is here, Juice is out.